Goodness.
brother.
I missed you.
It's like, there you are. I missed you, brother. You know what? It's so awesome to be back. And I feel so much more energetic. I feel like I can, like we're ready to take on, the typical take on the world, brother, top of the world, mama. But hey, listen, we got a
Yes.
lot to get into today. We're gonna actually talk about something that I think is probably at this point in time in the industry, what we're facing, what we have moving forward for us, is so relevant. We're gonna talk about bulletproofing your life and your business.
To the HPLS podcast. Live, relevant, and high performance information, conversations, and education weekly.
What's up, everyone?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. Glad to be back. It's DJ and I have talked about this quite a few times where you miss an episode and it's like you feel like you miss that piece of your day that gets you going. When you miss a week, you actually like the motivation wanes huge. And DJ, it's funny because as I'm sitting there last night, knowing not to mention the whole group chat with Ridley, you, Jeff, and I, that's just a whole other story there. But it's sitting there last night saying, okay, what would be a really relevant topic for today? And obviously trying to bring all of you into our lives as much as possible and share the real world experiences that are happening with us and just be totally real and authentic and raw because we can sit here every morning and go, oh man, it's awesome, and put on our Pollyanna glasses and like, dude, we are just kicking it, man. Like, hey, listen, our business it is crushing it, man. We're like killing everything, these mofos, but it'd be bullshit. And last night sitting there, DJ, thinking, okay, how do we come out on a Tuesday that we should really have a client? How do we, bring to the forefront that we've missed personal development Thursdays with guests for a few weeks. We've missed clients for a few weeks. There's been turmoil in the background that most of you have not seen. And we apologize for that because that was our promise to you. And we'll get back to it. We've just got some things we got to work out in the background, mainly, nothing to do with DJ. DJ's a rock star. It's mainly my health. And it just took a huge turn. And it's like this teeter totter that I keep for some reason getting flipped the fuck off of, and I'm getting sick of it. But sitting there last night and saying to myself,
you got him. That's all you got to do.
Oh, brother, like I've tied a huge knot. Like you're gonna have to rip my arm off to get me off of this thing now, right? And here's the big thing. Right? Remember when I first got the diagnosis, I had said to you, DJ, I got like 4 weeks to plan the next 7 months. And little did I know that one statement, that one piece has transpired into more joy, excitement, energy, and love than I've ever experienced in my life, ever. Because the people that are rallying, the things that are happening in the background, and if any of you have ever experienced this, please say something because I don't think you understand, or I don't think you can really absorb the depth and the gratitude and the love and just watching people do things until it happens. And it's unfortunate because I think if everybody felt what I felt right now, the world would be a completely different place. Because the rallying that people have done, from my business partners to my family to friends to teammates to partners to nursing staff to so many people have rallied. And I started thinking about how do we, as a sales rep, in a dynamic industry like we have, right? Like we often talk about, and we talk about designing your life, right, around your business. And how do we bulletproof this mofo? So God forbid you go, and I'm not talking death. I'm not getting morbid like that, right? But reality is reality, right? This is why we create wills, because we prepare for what could be. But I'm talking, you get sick and you're out for 2 weeks. How does your business run? How does your family run? And I'll tell you, for us as a family, when you when you stop and think about the logistics of a family, DJ, it blows your mind. I mean, it blows your mind because we're talking everything. Dog food, like all of a sudden there's no dog food. What do you do? And it's like, you're in the hospital. Christine's with me. It's like, and everybody's like, holy shit, what are we doing? And it's like, okay, food for family, dinners for everyone else that's still functioning. Because like Christine and I said right at the beginning, even though this is happening, bills got to get paid. The family unit needs to function. The house needs to function. And I don't think we put enough attention, and I'm not saying get paralyzed by it, right, brother? That's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying, how do you bulletproof your life? So what I started doing is I started writing things down to say, how would I do it? And how am I going to do it? Because this has shown me a lot about people I thought I knew, and then people I thought I never even knew. Do you know what I mean? So the first one for me was tighten up your inner circle. Right? Like for me, how many of us have this circle of influence that isn't helping us move forward? How many of us have that? How many of us experience times with people where we go in with this energy and we come out with this energy? You ever experienced that, brother? Yeah, I'm sure we all have, right? Where we have this energy level, we go in somewhere on this high energy, and we come out on this like, oh, that dude just bummed me right the hell out, right? Like just totally took you for a loop, right? And it's crazy. So what I did is I wrote down a few things, and I think maybe we should just talk about them if you're okay with that, brother. So I wrote down, tighten up your inner circle, good friends, family, partners, business, become family. So business partners truly become part of your family, right? And create a go-to. Is there somebody that you have that's a go-to? So in business, your customers, tighten up your customers, right? We talked about that customer cleansing and cleansing your customers, sanitizing your pipeline consistently. Like, you know, you got a pipeline of 50 people and you're looking at it like, man, like these people are taking forever to close. Sanitize the hell out of that pipeline. Like, you might find that 20 of them aren't even worth your time anymore because something in their business has changed. Some changes. So you're tightening that up, right? Your carriers and your suppliers, your team, right? Tighten up your team. When every single person from your team is on board towards the singular mission, you are compounding the power in everything you do. And then the last one I had was your company. Because I'm sorry, if your company's not on board with your mission, get the hell out of that fucking company now and go somewhere else. And I'm sorry to all of you managers out there that are saying, what are you doing, Dad? Stop telling my people to leave. Leave. Because there's nothing that poisons a spirit more than a company that keeps them underwater. Does that make sense, DJ? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's
right?
kind of like cutting in and out. I don't know what's going on over here.
Okay, because you kind of have that. You ever been talking to somebody and they just look at you and they're smiling? They have no idea what you're saying. You're like, yeah, this person has no idea what I'm saying. That's kind of the experience I'm feeling right now.
I hear exactly.
I can tell you're trying to figure out what I'm saying.
Tyler needs some. Tyler, congrats, dude. I just see that in the.
Good to see you. Good to see you too, Tyler. Tyler says, develop an SOP so it's concrete. Yeah, I'm about to be a dad, dude. Way to go. Dude, you need a huge SOP now. Yeah, way to go, brother. Congratulations, Tyler. Tyler and I go way back. And you know what, man? I am so happy for you right now, brother. That is awesome. Do you know if it's a boy or girl? Tell us, talk to us. But you know what?
Your life will change.
Way to go.
But off of that.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff says I do 100%. You got it, Jeff. Ryan says morning top G's. Ryan, how are you, brother? Jeff says, but I have been weeding them out at a high rate of speed. Yes, and here's the thing, right? I remember Bob Proctor, late great Bob Proctor, sitting down with him for breakfast one day, and he says, Dan, here's the thing, right? we are the sum of the 5 people we hang around most. You and I have talked about this many times, DJ, right? So when we think about this is our team, our friends, our family, our customers. Like, the reality is, in our business, we hang out with our customers, talk to our customers, interact a lot. They are part of that sum. So if you take the top 5 customers, the top 5 friends, the top 5 teammates, and the top 5 family members, right? So you have 20 people that you associate with. Now think about this for a second, just for 1 second. How much time do you have for 20 people in one day? Probably very little, right? Like, really start thinking about this, right? Like, you have carriers, you have customers, you have colleagues, you have like, and where does the time come from? Because you're striving for new. You're striving to become the best you can be. You're striving for those huge goals. So you can't just sit stagnant with those 5 customers. You have to grow that customer base. Now you get to 20 customers. Now you have 20 customers, 5 friends, 5 family, 5 teammates, 5 business partners, right? Now you're at 40. Now all of a sudden that time in the day goes even shorter. So it's not the amount of time, it's the quality of time. And Brian talks about this as well. And Bob Proctor used to always tell me, he goes, Dan, listen, go less and spend less time, but make it
Jeff
quality
just talked
time.
about that too.
Yeah. And all of this equates to bulletproofing your life. How many of us, and I've been guilty of it, DJ, I'm sure you have, I'm sure everyone has. How many of us have been guilty of hoarding information? Consciously, unconsciously, right? You're doing an operation, especially you salespeople. Okay, here's the big one. Here's where it's going to smack everybody dead center in the forehead like a sledgehammer. All you salespeople out there that would do your own operations and then got an operations person, how long did it take you to fully release to that operations person, right? Because they're not booking the trucks fast enough. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. And it's like, let me just do it. How many of you operations people who are leading an operations team have a new employee come in and you're trying to train them and you just find yourself going, okay, you know what? I'll just take care of this. I'm going to put you on this. Right? Yeah. That's not allowing people to expand. That's contracting and bringing it in. And that's the formula for disaster. Because yes, they might not do it the way you do it. Hell, they might not even do it as good as you do it, but they're going to do it. And you cannot expand and grow if you keep yourself collapsed in. If that makes sense, DJ.
Absolutely, yeah. If you don't trust the people you have around you, then you can never grow. You just can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to be able to delegate and trust those around you to do what you want, what you need them to do.
Yeah. August. He won't know until August 28th. So you know what? But you're right. All that matters is that they're happy.
No way.
Congrats, Tyler. Those sleepless nights.
That's the day before me and Maggie's anniversary.
Oh, really? Nice. There you go.
Get ready. It's fun, man. It's fun.
In the training arena.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's Lisa says, thanks for helping me in the training arena. I don't know if is that to you? Is that to you, DJ? Or is that to me? I don't know.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. You're welcome, Lisa, regardless.
Either.
So what would you add to that? We're talking about tightening up your inner circle, DJ. We're talking about the second thing for me after tightening the inner circle would be getting real clear on your mission. I think, I go back, and let me share a quick story if I could. So last week, they put in what's called the GI tube, a feeding tube, and it completely screwed up. And so what happened is they actually ballooned in my abdominal wall, which caused more pain than I would wish on the worst person on the planet. So to give you an idea, they were pumping 5 milligrams of morphine into me every hour, where the typical morphine dose for somebody that's in serious pain is like 0.5 milligrams. And it wasn't touching the pain for 48 hours straight. Every 4 minutes, a shooting pain as if somebody was stabbing me in the stomach and then putting the knife up into my rib cage would hit. And for those of you that have read Outridding the Devil by Napoleon Hill, My Wednesday night going into Thursday was that night. It was the night where literally, and when I talk screaming, I'm talking, I would scream. And I'm, everybody has their own pain threshold. I have a very high pain threshold. Like when I put this hand through a table saw and completely like almost took it off, I used Tylenol when I was healing. Like that's it, just Tylenol. Like, and it hurt, don't get me wrong, but so I have a very high pain threshold. And I found myself talking to the point where it would hit and I'd be like, oh, that's a good one. But you know what? I'm going to get you next time. You're not getting me next time. And I was like going delirious, but yet I was conscious. I was aware, and I was having a conversation with the devil. And let me tell you, I kicked his fucking ass. And I was dead set because prior to that mindset shift, complete transparency, my spirit was almost broken. I had sent my wife a text saying, I'm done. Like, I can't deal with this anymore. I just can't. Like, your brain's hurting, your body's hurting, your mind's hurting, your eyes are hurting, like everything's hurting. And it was a huge, like, turning experience for me in my life. And this is where I said, sometimes I think you really have to experience it. And I don't wish anyone to experience that. Like I said, I don't wish that pain on the worst person on the planet. And there's some pretty fucking evil people out there. Let's be realistic. Don't wish it on them. That's how much pain I was in. But DJ, I'll tell you one thing. It gets you real clear on what you want in life, what you want for your friends, your family, your mission, what the end result will be, and how you want to help change the world. And somebody might, here we go, Dan, Pollyanna, change the world. Yeah, change the world. If you help one person accomplish something they never thought was possible, you've changed the world. You really have, because the world is perspective, right? Like it or not, we're in a matrix. We're in a fucking matrix, man. And it's perspective. And, you help a salesperson achieve a goal, you've changed their life forever, because now you've proven to them that they can do it. That is bigger than anything you can even imagine, because that
giving
person
somebody
can
the
translate
courage
that to their kids. Bang.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, I was gonna giving somebody the courage and the power to step up and really have the confidence to just take on the world. There's no greater feeling when you can do that for somebody.
Huge. Like, it's awesome. And you know what? The feeling they have when they pay it forward, DJ, and then they pay it forward. Like you go and help a salesperson. Now you go help a salesperson, you go help an operations person, see their value, even just see their value, see what they're worth, because they've been beat down or somebody said the wrong thing to them. Or, I go back to when I first started, and, nobody's going to listen to you. You smell like pee. You're too young. That beat me down until I was in my mid 30s.
Yeah.
Like late 30s, from 17 years old. Like, it beat 4 or 5 words, beat the shit out of me for decades. Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Like how does that doesn't even, you can't even, you just like, you're crazy. But the thing is, I got out of it. And because I've got out of it, I've helped salespeople achieve goals they never thought possible. That's changing the world. It truly is. That's the mission, because what's going to happen there? They're going to take some of those lessons. They're going to give them to their kids. Their kids are going to give it to their kids. You've changed generations. You've changed. And I believe it wholeheartedly. If you keep that focus, that ability, you're going to change everything. And let's take it back to customers, DJ, right? Because now it's kind of on a different plane. Let's be realistic, right? You help a customer achieve a goal. The customer's going to be like, okay, great, you helped me achieve a goal. But you know what you've shown them? That collaboration and teamwork really does win. Because maybe that customer's been screwed over by carriers or brokers before, and they don't believe it. But you come in as the professional, the high performer, the sales hacker, the bridge builder. And you come in and you change the game for them. You change the way they look at things, so the things they look at change. That's changing their world. Because maybe now they're going to see collaboration as a good thing. Then they're going to go home Maybe they're going to collaborate more with their family, with their friends. And you're going to change the perspective that they have. And I think in the end, DJ, as a sales rep, as a professional sales rep, and again, some of you might be like, well, I'm not just in it to make money. Then that's your prerogative. But if you're a professional rep designing a career and a life for yourself in this industry, then that's your mission. That's your big mission. Really get clear. Number 2 for me is get clear on your mission. And then number 3 is be bold, fierce, and unrelenting in chasing your dreams. That's the goal. 3 steps. Tighten up your inner circle, get real clear on your mission, and be bold, fierce, and unrelenting in chasing your dreams. Do not, step on to the ledge of uncertainty. Take a breath and friggin' jump, man. Go for it. Because there's so much power locked up inside of you. There's so much good, so many victories, so much greatness locked up inside of each and every one of you. Go out and unleash that shit now. Just like the way I look at it is almost like the Marvel. What's the guy with the laser beam for his eyes, where he puts the glasses on. What's his name on X-Men? What's the guy's name? Flash, or what's the guy's name on X-Men? Somebody help me with that.
X-Men. What? Wolverine? You're not talking about Wolverine, right?
No, not Wolverine. The guy with the glasses, where he touches his glasses in the laser beam, but when he takes his glasses off, it's like this. His eyes just go everywhere. Like it's just right, but he has to harness it.
Oh, I don't know. I don't actually know who you're talking about.
Anyways, it'll come to me. Any of you that know Marvel movies or X-Men, I don't even know if X-Men are Marvel, but Cyclops. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you. So Cyclops, his eyes are like these laser beams that just blow shit up, right? So he puts glasses on. What I want you to do today is I want you to take those glasses off and just unleash hell towards your goal, your dreams, your vision, your desires. Be bold, fierce, unrelenting, and chasing your dreams. And maybe unleash hell is a really wrong word. Unleash your creativity, unleash the passion, unleash the ability to do something. Be bold, fierce, and unrelenting in chasing your dreams. Take the glasses off, Cyclops. Thank you. Yes. I appreciate that. Jeff says you're preaching my word.
Yes, thank you, Ty.
Yes, sir. Jeff. Great to see you back, bro. Just made my day. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. LinkedIn user. I wonder if that's my man, Steve. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Lisa. Jeff says, I know that feeling, Dad. I wanted to die. I just had to reach to a higher source to get me through. Complete agony for 72 hours with no sleep. Yeah, complete agony. And then Cyclops. So, man, Tyler with the Cyclops. So with that, DJ, I'm thinking we got a little bit of this coming up, no? Feels good to see the lane of the day back again. Whew. All right, everybody. So today we got a flatbed, Houston, Texas to Cincinnati, Ohio, $271 a mile line haul rate, all in line haul rate with fuel, $346 compared to the contract rate with fuel surcharge of $324. Not bad difference, not a bad variance. Year-over-year spot line haul rate per mile change was 26 cents to the positive. Very cool. Rates are on an increase on this lane. However, lane after hovering around $2.10 a mile for most of the year, they're actually 68 cents a mile higher than the July average, which, to me, I look at that when we start talking flatbed, all industrial, economical. I really hope to see that rise, because when that rises, hopefully it'll curve that inflation and curve this R word that everybody's throwing around, and hopefully that'll come. So, all y'all in those industries, God bless you, and keep rocking, man. Keep pushing it. What else we got, DJ? What else we got today, brother? What else we got today? I know you're having trouble hearing me and stuff.
Oh man,
you're coming in.
You
kind of remind me of that guy from.
My signal is so bad here. I don't know what's going on today, but I just keep hopping on my side, at least. I don't know if I look like it on your side, but I
You
am
do.
just
You do.
like
Yeah,
freezing
you're
every 2
pixelating, and
So are
actually,
you.
you remind me of the guy from Police Academy when his mouth moves, and then like 30 seconds later, it's like one of those old Chinese movies where their mouth moves, and like
Oh,
10 seconds later, the voice comes in. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Where it's like, hey, what do you think? I don't know, right? And it's like, oh my God, those movies drive me nuts. But that's all good. It's all good. You know what? Great to be back, everyone. Great to be back in a position where I have the energy to be back and the energy to share with you some of these ideas and strategies and get back into the logistics of everything in sales and help you all close some more deals and really crush your goals. So I think with all the technical difficulties here, and at least this stand is on fire. Thanks, Lisa.
I just keep.
Yeah. So what I'll do is do you have a quote, DJ, for today to take us out? Maybe we get a good quote out of you, and we'll hang her up a couple of minutes earlier, let everybody get back to the thing because, we are going to crush the shit out of this week. Now, I actually have a question for y'all. No. Hold on. Before we go, here's the thing. Last week, was it last week? Last Monday, I put a challenge out to every one of you to make it the most productive week possible. We were fire. And here we are back on Tuesday. What are we today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Are we Tuesday today? Yeah, we're Tuesday. Sorry. Yeah, because you guys did Mayhem Monday yesterday. So Tuesday. So question is, did you get her? Did you work every single possible moment to the maximum? Did you push? And did you make last week possible? And here's the big reason why I set that challenge out. Because again, you're capable of 10 times more than you're presently producing. Once you see it possible, you're going to continue to do it. But until you push yourself, you'll never get there. So if you didn't last week, I urge you this week, crush the shit out of your sales. Crush it. That one that you don't think, ask.
Yes.
That one time where somebody seems to be brushing you off, ask one more question. That one time when you seem to be getting a cold shoulder, stop and say, hey, listen, can I ask you a question? Are you willing to close doors before they're open? What if one conversation with you and I changed the course of you achieving your goals this year? Change the course of you having to stress about one single thing in your logistics, so in your supply chain. Would that conversation not warrant a couple of minutes of your time? Be bold, fierce, and unrelenting in chasing your dream. That's bold. That's stopping somebody in their tracks. Because you know what? Here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. You're a high performer. The last 15 people that have called him are morons. And I'm sorry, but that's the majority of our industry. I'm sorry. It just is. It's just people that don't care to learn, educate. There's a very small segment of our industry on people that care to educate themselves and become more, do more, be more, and achieve more. And you have to, my opinion, and again, everyone's got them. They're just like arseholes. But my opinion is this. I always thought the last 10 people that called this traffic manager just pissed them off because they didn't know. Right. You talk to all of these customers that we bring in typically on today's and they say half the people that call me don't even understand like what I do. And they're saying I have flatbeds when I ship juice cartons. Why would I need a flatbed? Right. Like you got to think about what the person has. Right. You know what I'm saying, DJ? Like, you got to think about what the person's encountered. And they're getting frustrated because if they have 5 times more calls in a day and they have 60% more work to do in a day, that is an off kilter. So when you do catch them, you might be right in the bullseye. But what about holding up your shield and saying, whoa, hold up. I'm worth something. I can help. I've helped customers. My mission is to make you look like a friggin' superstar. 2 seconds. I need 2 minutes. 2 minutes. If I can't help you, I will gracefully bow out and wish you all the best. But 2 minutes. I'm not the last 10 morons that have called you. I'm somebody that can help you. That's bold. That's not being a dick. That's not being an asshole. That's bold. And that's knowing your worth. And that's what I truly wish for all of you, to really start knowing your worth. And I'll tell you one thing. When you start really understanding your worth, You spend time with people that believe in what you're worth. And then that immediately tightens up your inner circle. Right?
Yes.
All right, my friends. I hope everybody
Yes,
has
sir.
a fantastic week. We will see you tomorrow. So I think I'm back for the rest of the week. I get admitted on Wednesday for my next chemo treatment. So I probably, depending on what's happening Thursday, I might not be here Thursday, everybody. Just depending on how the chemo goes and if I'm throwing up or not, or what the deal is. But depending on how that goes, I'm going to try and make it Thursday. I might be here and then bow out for a minute and then come back and then bow out and then like jump on and off. But other than that, I'm rock and rolling. I'm really looking forward to spending the week with y'all. So God bless everyone. And DJ, what do we got to take us out, brother?
Oh man, that was a good show. Thank you for bringing the heat today.
Thank you, buddy.
And guys, thank you for joining us daily. Sales Live, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. till 9:30. Start your day right here with us. Again, like it down below if you are watching this on YouTube. To take us out, I'm using a quote from last night that I shared because I honestly just love it so much. And it really is a superpower, guys. If you want to crush your week, really design your career and bulletproof your life. When I seen the title for today's show, Dan, I was like, okay, I got to stick this quote. So it is a quote, everybody. And it is one of the best lessons you can learn in life is to master how to remain calm. Calm is a superpower. It really is. Stay calm.
Centurion Trucking, our motto is people before profit. Today's market requires more transparency, consistency, and focus on what our clients need to win. Centurion Trucking and American Logistics are poised to help their clients achieve and surpass their targets. If you're looking for a team that honors your needs, dreams, and aspirations, then get a hold of Daman at American Logistics or Centurion Trucking and start